Hello, everybody. Dorothy Morgan here. I'm a professional astrologer, and you can find me on the web, DorothyMorganAstrologer.com. We're going to talk in this broadcast, especially if this is your first time here. I do a little bit of astrology to start with, the daily astrology, whatever is resonating with me, I want to talk about. We will get additional content from these dice, astro dice, because, it just gives us, it's additional information from spirit. And then I end up with a card from here, from this beautiful deck. Should I show that again? Beautiful deck. You can hit pause anytime you want. It's a great earthy deck. I have Taurus rising, Gemini, Taurus rising, Moon in Capricorn. I love the earthy grounded stuff, so I'm really practical. I don't get too woo-woo. Let's share my screen. I want to share my screen with you and show you the chart for today. That's not the one. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. All right, here is the chart. And this is for my latitude, longitude. I don't have the ascendant and midheaven posted because everybody's in a different place. So the focus I want to talk about today, and I mentioned it yesterday when the moon was in Gemini, it's out of bounds. And that's another measurement. It's the declination, and it's very high north. So when you see the moon in the sky, when you see it, when it comes above the horizon, which it will, around 11 o'clock today, we can see the moon in the sky during the day, but it's going to be very north, very high north. And that is what this is when the moon is above this dotted line. And that creates more intensity for the sign that the moon is in and more of a free feel, right? So the moon in its own sign, Cancer, is already a very emotional feeling placement for the moon. So, and it's going to be out of bounds all the way through like 11 to 10 degrees of Leo. So the whole weekend, the moon is out of bounds, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And especially with it in the sign of Cancer, we're going to be feeling a lot of feelings. I woke up this morning, started my house hunting again, and I cried for a few minutes. It's stressful, but and then I'm fine. And I know it's just like, oh, look at this. You know what this is? I look at the chart and I see, okay, it's impacting me. I mean, who isn't? Everybody has something emotional that they're dealing with. But this morning, and this will go on till about noontime Eastern, the moon is in a quincunx with Venus and Mars, and they're in Aquarius. So they're thinking, processing, and, analyzing all kinds of things, right? And the moon is emotional and wants comfort and security. And this quincunx aspect, which is 150 degrees, is not comfortable whatsoever. So there is a disconnect and discord between what the head is going through and thinking and processing and what the heart wants. So I know how that's playing out for me. Go ahead and in comments below, let me know how that's playing out for you. And that's what we have going on for this morning, right? And this is March 11th, 2022. However, if you're not watching this on March 11th and you're not even watching it in the morning, you can definitely see that and feel what the energy was like on that day. And even if you just need to hear this as a message, a personal message to relax a few minutes, stop thinking so much, come back, ask your sweet little heart what it needs, that will help you out. All right. So that's the astrology message, a little intuitive message as well. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell us. Let me get my mouse out of the way here. There it is. And let's see what else Spirit wants to tell us. I don't like it when Neptune's in Capricorn. That's so difficult. The energy of what the dice are telling me, Neptune and Capricorn in the third house, that is quite unique. That won't happen again for like 150 years. But as an additional message for today, Neptune is about our spirit, our dreams, the ethereal, the things that, when we meditate, when we dream, when we hope in dreams and creativity, and having it in the sign of Capricorn as additional content here, it's saying, let's bring the dream to reality. And the third house came out on the roll as well. And that's like, well, let's write this down. So when you want to manifest something, especially a dream, Neptune, manifest, Capricorn, write it down, third house. So that's what that additional message is telling us, that if we do have some hopes and dreams that we need to manifest, don't forget to write it down so you can see it on paper. That really helps a lot of people, you know. And my shirt is not this color. I don't know why it shows up a different tone. Oh well. Let's see what the cards. This is Native Spirit. It's a beautiful grounded deck, oracle deck. It really it represents the 4 elements especially. And let's see. Spirit Keeper of the North. That's like winter. Spirit Keeper of the North. Oh, isn't that interesting? Because let me share that screen again. This is the north side of declination, and the moon is really high in the sky over there on the north sector. So what else does this represent? What else does this represent? It does represent ancestors. It also represents the time of year that's winter. So, and it also represents, you know, the dreams, like I was just mentioning with that Neptune roll of the dice. It's about bringing, you know, incubating those dreams. And so we got a little bit of everything going on here today in this forecast. Incubating our dreams. Excuse me a second. Had to pause for that one. Spirit Keeper of the North is about, you know, really getting in alignment with our dreams and our ancestors, right? And really spending some time incubating what it is that you really want. So with the other cards and the other energies that I've already talked about, I'm thinking that this is a reminder. It's like, take those dreams and those thoughts and those ideas and do get them on paper and start creating some form of action plan, whether it's just lighting a candle every day, every evening, whatever, to near that paper, to manifest what it is you're looking for, to meditate and to spend time visualizing what it is you're trying to create. So this card represents doing that because we're just in the Northern Hemisphere here. We're just coming out of winter. It's still winter, but the sun is definitely getting higher in the sky. In just a matter of 3 weeks, the sun it rises right here in my window, and it was not visible 3 weeks ago. And now it's moved through the whole window where it rises. And now it's between the 2 windows. So it's fantastic to watch that, the sun moving north, which is moving us into spring here in the Northern Hemisphere. So take those hopes, those dreams, those thoughts, those ideas, get them down onto paper. Make sure with the astrology, you know, what you're thinking in your mind, you like bring it into that heart-centeredness, that emotion, so you're able to really connect with what it is that you want and not constantly connecting with what you don't want. All right. I need to remember that too. All right, everybody, blessings, and have a great day. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.